Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're discussing the Jaeger-LeCoultre Master Compressor Extreme Lab 2. You can see this 2016 edition of only 150 pieces in rose gold, ceramic, and titanium on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch with additional accessories included in the sale, high-resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this extraordinary, extreme, and polyvalent timepiece, possibly the most impressive sports watch you can buy in the complication sector for the money. Why do I say that? Well, because Jaeger-LeCoultre is one of the top engineering houses in high horology, and having first previewed this watch in 2010, the company, which engineers all of its products to a fault for daily use, wasn't ready to deliver the watches until 2014. Now, precious few have been made, and I have to say that though most have been priced between $50,000 and $70,000, if this said Richard Mille on the dial, you could jack that out by about a factor of 4. And one of the engineering accomplishments of this watch is how it wears. It's big, but it fits my 16cm circumference wrist quite well. Now, I've worn these watches in extended trials several times, living with them for days at a time, and I have to say that it fits easy on a smaller wrist. Even if your wrist is as small as 15cm circumference, you should be able to wear it easily. Bare dimensions, alright, 46.9mm across the narrowest diagonal of the case that includes the bezel. That's the true measurement of the watch. In terms of thickness, it's not as bad as you might expect given what's inside the case at 15.7mm, and from lug to lug, if you actually measure the lug-to-lug span, it's 53.6mm, which puts it solidly in the class of a 44mm traditional Betterini case Panerai Luminor. If you can wear that, you can wear this. Now, the watch has a number of other ergonomic refinements, including articulated ratcheting lugs. Yes, for real. They allow the watch to hug the profile of your wrist, and the case back, which is slightly cambered but mostly flat, rests easy with no pressure points or hot spots created. The strap is monstrous and custom made for this model. Black, generously bolstered. You can see how it swells to match the swell of the lugs. The appearance is incredibly integrated and handsome. As impressively engineered as the watch is, the styling department went just as far, sparing no expense, no attention, and no time to make this watch look just as good as it wears and functions. You can see underneath a ridged rubber insert to better aggress against the skin and hold the watch secure, brown calfskin on the bottom, black alligator on the top, and a buckle that by itself as a replacement part costs 4 figures. It features a cam system to adjust for short and long length, a micro adjustment system built into the clasp itself with a double Ardillon pin system, and there's even a quick release such that without any tools you can pull the buckle right off the strap, and then using the quick release system for the strap, which I will now demonstrate, you can quickly change the appearance of your watch. The watch comes with an accessory black rubber strap, so you can pull the buckle off without a tool. You can pull the strap off without a tool. And as you can see, the case features a hinged lever locking system that allows you to quickly and easily replace the buckle. You simply squeeze, insert, and just like that, it's back. Okay, what's that on the side? Well, I'm glad you asked. That's the hacking lever. The watch has a stop seconds function that's activated separate from the crown because the crown doesn't pull out. What this lever does is, and you can see constant seconds within the 24-hour register for the chronograph. Yes, it has a 24-hour register. Pull the lever down, now you see constant seconds has stopped. Push it back up, now you see that little constant seconds disc moving again. Chronograph. Why have a conventional chronograph when you can have a 24-hour register instead of 12? Why have a minutes register when you can have a double digital grand minute register at 12 o'clock? Let me continue the counting. You can see how that works, and it's a column wheel vertical clutch chronograph for crisp actuation. It feels good, it sounds good, and it starts without any jump or stagger. Plus, with a vertical clutch system, you can leave the chronograph engaged with no additional hazard to the movement. So if you like center seconds, just leave it running. Now, there is an AM-PM distinction at 6 o'clock. That's not a register for the chronograph. What is it? Well, you can see that little stub hand right there. The watch has a GMT second time zone, and it has a second column wheel, not associated with the chronograph, but with the multifunction crown. Now, there's the window for the selection. Now I've activated the GMT function. I can set the hand at center separately, keeping the reference time zone and the minute hand separate. I haven't stopped the movement, so I'm not affecting the chronometry or the precision of the watch. And now let's say I want to drive the date forward or backwards. I can do that. And finally, with the multifunction crown, I press again until I get my choice. I can select everything all at once. I can put it in neutral mode and wind it manually. This is a watch that will beguile you endlessly. Beautifully made. You can see the caliber 780 from the front with a beautiful PVD deposit across all the bridges. Internal to the watch, it's never going to get scratched or scuffed. In this edition, which was changed from the first rose gold model, the black and inscribed bezel has been replaced by a smooth chocolate-colored bezel, and the original white gold applied numerals have been replaced with rose gold. It's more consistent, it's more coherent, it's a little bit warmer, and that's welcome on a watch that's as large and technical as this one. Now you can see the crown itself also features a chocolate ceramic surround, and the chronograph pushers themselves are actually shielded by the buttons that look like the pushers. They're actually shields for the pushers proper, so the watch is quite durable. The reason the crown doesn't pull out is because it is the function selector, so it acts in push-button form to cycle between the functions of the watch. So you can push it, but you can't pull it. It still achieves 100-meter water resistance. Now let's talk about the movement. 569 parts, 70 joules. It operates at 4 Hz. It has a 65-hour power reserve thanks to dual mainspring barrels. Automatic and unidirectional winding with ceramic rotor bearings. It also features a full balance bridge and a free-sprung balance for utmost durability in the face of shocks and vibrations. This is a rugged watch inside and out. This is an overwhelming mass of complication and features, but in a warm, welcoming, fun-loving package. It's not forbidding, it's not intimidating. There's nothing about using it that feels delicate or unnerving. This is high complication, executed at the highest level. This is peak high horology. This is an engineer's watch, executed for the watch collector who soars on heart and emotion. In that way, it unites both worlds in an immense but fun-loving and accessible case. You can see it and you can purchase it on our website.